Are the Igbos? That is the question we ought to answer or ask ourselves. Who are the Igbos? The Igbos, first of all, their journey began when they were behind the rivers of Ethiopia. They built a civilization there, and you will see these people anywhere they have lived. There is only one thing that you will know or you notice. You will see them establish their pyramids. The common language and the common signature they have is the pyramid. You see them establish their pyramids. Now, these people lived behind the rivers of Ethiopia. After so many years, they went and established the civilization that we today know in Egypt. And they also dropped a pyramid. When they had to move, most of them that moved because it was a very great civilization. Before ever the white man think of traveling, they've gone around the world. They've gone around the world, Asia, America. And that is why if you look at it, you see that even the pyramids in America, most of them are older than the ones in Egypt. But they are not older than the ones in Ethiopia. They also established another pyramid again, even in today's Igbo land, which we call the Holy Land. In Uri, there are pyramids that are thousands of years, but they are small in size. Now, what is it about this? What is it that they have with these pyramids? Pyramid is like a signature, it's like a symbol, because in those days, to establish your presence, just like as a country will come and install their flag. This is what they do. They put up a structure that they know that cannot be easily erased, for people to know they've been there. And this is just the only sign and proof that we have that we are the same people that established all this civilization, apart from the language. Because they've discovered that the language they speak, even the people they call the Olmecs, they spoke in America before Columbus ever came, was Igbo language. The language they spoke in China before we see this confusion created now was Igbo language, because the emperor that built the Chinese waterways is called Emperor Yi. And Yi in Igbo language means water. Before they changed his name in 1956 to Emperor Yu. We need to understand these things. We need to understand that it is a very great black civilization that developed China. The same black civilization that developed Egypt. These people were gifted. They were gifted. They had, it was a call on us. It was something that we were given. It was our destiny to develop the earth. And we were good at it until we fed from grace. And that is why we want you to understand that worshiping the wrong God will still keep you where you are. It's not going to bring any progress. And that is what these people want, to keep you worshiping that their God while they are using your potential. They used to have the light. They had the knowledge, but the knowledge has shifted. We now have the knowledge. We understand that these things were taken away from us. We are not crying, okay, what is my gain telling you the truth? You are not paying for it. I'm doing it, and I'm doing it so that it will reach you free. Why? Because I understand that when you are liberated, when you are free, I am free. If I am the only one free, we are still in bondage. And that is why I am saying and I'm declaring this truth, because what affects you affects me. We need to move as a community. I have nothing against them, but the main thing is that my people are in bondage, and not until they are free, I cannot stop talking. So I want you to understand there is a lot of confusion going on there in US. And what is the confusion? People are coming up with so many proofs or so many conclusions about how they begin. Some of them say we were carried in as slaves. The issue of slavery was a deception. It was a cover-up to cover up all what they did. The Igbos were there in US before Columbus ever came. Even Columbus said it. There was a black king among the congregation that received him. And Columbus never discovered America. What he came with trick. That was why he came with another Igbo man to interpret for him. And when they came, they attacked the natives. They found a good opportunity, attacked the native and enslaved them. The people received them, gave them welcome, gave them a very good reception, but they abused that kindness and used the people's kindness against them as if it was weakness. He never discovered any America. He did not discover America. The Igbos were there already. Well, years before even Columbus was, born. And the civilization was great. They only came and saw a built civilization and they feel that they can use advantage of it. The man never discovered nothing. In fact, even the voyage itself ended so because the man that really did the work, the Igbo man that really did the work, was imprisoned. So everything was about, it was economic driven. There was not, he never discovered nothing. And they saw that these people, that is why when, I would rather use the word, they colonized US. The Igbos that were in America, they colonized them and enslaved them. They never discovered any America. So when they saw with all these atrocities that it has piled up, they now invented, although it was, like we all see, there is an economic aspect of it, they now invented this slavery thing, process to confuse the whole history. And people are buying into that. Slavery was something that was done at a very low scheme, but they now had to do it across the Atlantic to cover up, and they are telling that Africans were brought in by ship. Yeah, they brought some people by ship. They also took some people from America and took them by ship across the other side. But we know that the Igbos were everywhere. It was not because we have started building ships, bigger ships before the Europeans. But the problem we had that is that we fed from grace. The moment we fed from grace, what was holding us left us. And weaker nations began to fight and penetrate into our nations. The Igbos are not just a nation. The Igbos are nations trapped in nations. We are everywhere. We root practically everywhere. And that is why when we talk about the religion, that is why if you look at all this religion, it's like all of them look alike. Because every religion was borrowed from that call, that divine responsibility that was given to the Igbos. Who are these Igbos? The word Igbo is an Igbo phrase that was derived from the Igbo word Ndigbo. Ndigbo means Ndi means people. Bo means old. Old people, or the people of old. Yeah, that means, in other words, ancient people. Now, it was from this Ndigbo, which is ancient people, that the word Igbo now it is a short way of saying it. Ndigbo, instead of Ndigbo, you just say Igbo. So the Igbos are the ancient people. We are the people that began this civilization. In fact, the humanity is resting on the Igbos. That is why I said, until every man that has this skin color began working to the development and the establishment of these Igbo nations, we are far from being free. We are far from being free because even the deliverance of the so-called white people is in the hands of the Igbos. And that was why when the Igbos wanted to have a base, they wanted to establish a base, they started advocating for the nation of Biafra, where they can establish that true and divine worship. There was a war between them and the present day Nigeria, which they are still part of. But the war was not fought between them and Nigeria alone. All the Western countries send in pilots to wipe away these people because they've tried to kill us before, they could not succeed. So they saw an opportunity because there was a misunderstanding between the Igbos and the other Nigerian tribes. They came and they killed over 6 million people. But because there is a divine call upon this Igbo nation, the Almighty still preserved us. So when you talk about the children of Abraham, that's why I look at some of my brothers who are in US, the way they are talking, the Hebrew, where did you come from? Hebrew Israelites, yes, you are, but where did you come from? You talk like a confused man. You can't just drop from the air. They took you from slavery, they took you to Africa. If they took you to Africa, where did they take you to Africa? The whole people that was sold into slavery that are in British colonized areas, US, all those areas that Britain colonized, are Igbos. Jamaica, they are Igbos. Trinidad and Tobago, they are Igbos. Haiti, they are Igbos. We know these things. And we are trying to explain to you that you didn't just fall from the earth. They are telling you that you are the only, how can you be the only tribe of, you are following them and say you are Jewish. You are not a Jewish person, you are a Hebrew. And the name is not even Hebrew, the name is Igbo. They corrupted the name. You are not Jewish. Jewish these are people that are members of Synagogue of Satan. They have nothing to do with Abraham. They have nothing to do with the God of Jacob. We are the children of Abraham. We are the children of Jacob. So you should know that you are a Hebrew, not a Jewish person. There is nothing like black Jew. We have white Jew, and these white Jew people are nothing. They have nothing to do with Abraham. It has been proven scientifically, spiritually. It has been proven, and history should also tell you otherwise. These people came from the shores of Russia, Ukraine, and all those areas to come and claim what they are not. So you have nothing to do with them. There is no white. Abraham never produced any white issue. Jacob had nothing to do with being white. Neither was Sarah. Even the child that Hagar had for Abraham was black. Don't be deceived. These men are lies, and they are ready to cook up any story to fine-tune and establish their fact. But you and I know that the religion that they are selling to you, what they are asking you to worship, what they are asking you to serve, is something fake. You have the original. You are the called. You are the chosen. You are the child of Jacob. You are the one that was called out. That is why the name is not Israel. It is Israel. It makes no sense. They say one with power with what? No. The true name is Ezra Eli. Ezra in Igbo language means he answered. Eli. You know they said it's El, but it's Eli. In Igbo language means El. You answered El. You answered the Almighty. That is his name. Jacob, from Jacob to Ezra Eli, not Israel. This is a corrupted names because they want to give you, they gave you a book and say this is Hebrew. What is that? It's not Hebrew. That is the language of the Kasa kingdom. The true language and the language that the world was created with is the Igbo language. I'm saying it with all authority and alacrity. The Igbo language is what the world was created with. They don't want to tell you that. The Igbo language is what the world was created with. The name England came from Igbo language. The name Scotland came from Igbo language. The name Italy came from Igbo language. The name Greek came from Igbo language. They say the Nubians. Who were the Nubians? These are names that these people give you to confuse you. Now they are calling us Africans. Where did they get the name from? They call us whatever they like because they feel they can rule our lives. But they are not our gods. And we cannot allow that. We have permitted that enough. So enough is enough. We need to go back and understand ourselves and claim our claim and take our stand as a people.